absolutely love when massive companies make really stupid mistakes on the internet. And then I love even more when they try to cover it up, but by then covering up, it just makes it even worse and it spirals into something absolutely beautiful. And today, Samsung Electronics have put on the clown makeup and stepped into the circus because they really goofed up recently. They recently made a post talking about the Galaxy Unpacked 2024, which is a massive event talking about the new smartphone, but they were joined by someone very special. Internet personality and famous online streamer, Valkyrae. Except the person in the image isn't Valkyrae. The social media manager or social media intern really screwed the pooch on this one. They really messed up the who's who game because that is embarrassing. There's nothing I hate more than going up and seeing someone that you barely recognize and being like, Jim, right? Your name's Jim. And he's like, no, I'm Sir Arthur Philip III from the Dutch Netherlands. And you're like, oh, it's so awkward. Yet, times this by a million because this is a humongous Twitter account. This is a huge company with managers coming out the wazoo, and they misidentify this person. I don't know who even is in the image, but also I have no idea how this misunderstanding happened in the first place, because looking at Valkyrae's Twitter, it does not look like she went to the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked. She hasn't talked about it at all, so it doesn't look like she went, and so I don't know why Samsung Electronics suddenly thinks that she's there. Like, maybe the intern was, like, just watching a Valkyrae stream and then saw a girl that looked kind of like her and was like, oh my God, God has truly blessed me tonight. Get her out here, bring the photographer. So the post got a few laughs, especially based on Valkyrae's reaction, but Samsung Electronics, they weren't done yet. They didn't hear no bell. They were still ready to put out the tiny little fire inside the home. And they must have Derek Zoolander as their social media manager because they made the most ridiculous response, which was block her. They decided to block Valkyrae for just pointing out that it wasn't her in the post saying that they were there with Valkyrae. Yeah, that is such a stupid move. That's the ultimate, like, oh, well, we messed up, but what are we gonna do? Press the nuclear button, destroy everything. Hell, deleting their Twitter account probably would have been less crazy. It just made it a billion times worse. I'm trying to imagine what the social media manager was thinking when they saw Valkyrae's reply. They must have just felt so embarrassed, so humiliated, maybe especially if they were like the ones that pointed out, hey, that's Valkyrae, we can make a social media post about this, do it right now, just to find out it wasn't her. They would be feeling terrible. And I guess the last thing they wanted to see was her replying, and so they were like, nah, I can't do this anymore. I've got to quit. I've got to retire. Let's just block her and pretend this thing didn't happen. Stick our head under the sand. It'll go away. It'll go away if we just believe it's gone. And this is a humongous company we're talking about. This isn't your average Grandpa Joe's 40-follower Twitter account. This is massive. And they block her. It's just so stupid. Shortly afterwards, it looks like the social media manager got sent on a trip to Belize. They went up straight to heaven from Samsung because someone else came and took control of the situation. They unblocked her and sent an apology tweet saying, hello, we sincerely apologize for the mistakes we made during the Galaxy Unpacked 2024 event. We would never block you on purpose. We will exercise greater caution to make sure these mistakes won't happen again. Yes, our social media, it was playing with the keys and whoa, he dropped the keys and it managed to fall, fumble, boom, 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 straight onto the block button. Oh, silly us. It was, oh, we didn't mean to do that. It was the cat. We don't know how Twitter works. We've never used it before in our life. Obviously, it was a mistake on someone's part. And yeah, so I'm just imagining this intern person getting way too involved in their job, taking everything personally and just blocking them, then getting kicked out. But the funniest thing is, this wasn't the only time that they screwed up during the event when it came to gigantic screamers? I guess that's what you could call streamers. But they also did this with Pokimane when they made a post about Pokimane being there, and then when they tagged her, they just linked to this random account that's not actually Pokimane. Of course, they've deleted the post, and I'm surprised they haven't blocked Pokimane yet. Maybe they have, but this is the account that they linked to. Some completely random Twitter. So, whoever was the social media intern at Samsung Electronics no longer has a job. Hell, I'd be surprised if they even had a life after this. So, the moral of the story is, if you're a social media manager, always check the people you're taking photos of. Ask them, hello there, madame, what is your name? And make sure that the tags are correct. But it must be hard for a big event like that. There's so much going on. Then everyone must be super stressed. I imagine the social media probably in turn hadn't slept for 2 weeks. They were working on fumes, and that's how they made the mistake. But boy, I love it. That made the event for me. I wouldn't have heard about the event if that didn't happen. So you know what I say? Bring back that social media person, give them a raise, and also give them like a list of 500 people, give them photos of those 500 people, and get them to post online and try to match each one to each face. That would be hilarious. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. I just thought that was funny. Bye.